So today we've got the BeQuiet, and this is the BeQuiet SFX L power supply. This is a 500 watt power supply. It also comes in another flavour, 600 watt. This is so tiny, look, literally it is tiny. It's the size of a like an Intel NUC PC. It comes with 120mm fan. I don't know what fan it's in there. Could be a SonicWings 2, could be a SonicWings 3, could be a SonicWings 4. I don't really know. There's not really a SonicWings 4, but it could be. I don't know. This is the ultimate smallest power supply in the world. It starts to take over the reign of the Silverstone. They're sort of small power supplies. Now this is even smaller. I've got a Silverstone power supply here. This is a 750 watt one. This is a 500 watt one. As you can see, they are not identical, they are tiny. Anyway, let's talk about the cables. So we've got this cable here. So you get a dual version of this. This is a flat black cable, and the cable's there to improve airflow inside the case. So instead of having it so it's with loads of clumpy cables. Anyway, this has got an 8-pin connector on one side, another 8-pin connector on the other side, but you can be split off and make them into 6-pin or 8-pin and 6-pin, or just dual 8-pin. You also get another version, so 4 in all in the box. Looking at the size of these cables, they're one's slightly bigger than this cable, so don't know what that's about. And then we've got the 24-pin, and you can connect that straight into the motherboard, but as you can see, this is not a standard size 24-pin connector at all, because this will be the normal size of a power supply. So that is a normal size connector for a 24-pin. So if you can see the size, that's me pulling that down, and that is a normal size there. But it is fully modular, so that means that you can put extenders on there or buy cables from BeQuiet and make them longer. And then we've got, well, we've got a three SATA connector. Actually got 6. As you can see, one's shorter and one is longer, but they've got 3 SATA connectors on each one. And then we've got a 3 connector for a Molex connector as well, and that is that long as well, so it's not too bad. And then we've got the EPS connector, which is quite short as well. There's no 6-pin, it's just a dual 4-pin connector, and then you connect them together to make 8-pin. So, but it is 500 watt power supply, so there you go. You got some screws here. You got silver screws. You get 4 silver screws, hexagon ones, and you get 4 black hexagon screws to mount onto the back of a PC case. Then you get 4 screws that you can actually mount this bracket, which you get free, with this power supply to the back, and then it makes it a standard size so you can connect it to the back, which is quite good. You get your little book as well, and it's in different languages, which is quite cool. And that's it really. That's what you get in the box, which is quite good. And then obviously it's fully modular. You got your P4 and your P8 connectors for your 24-pin and EPS connector, and then you've got your 3 drive connectors. You've got your PCIe graphics cards, which is good because when you only got one graphics card, you can only use one cable and all of that. But the cables seem really nice. There's no colours, there's no spaghetti junction on there at all. They really are nice and flat, and they're really nicely grooved, and you can have the airflow really going through pretty well. I didn't get a normal standard AC or connector for my power supply. I've got a different foreign version, but it doesn't matter because you can go into the kitchen and get your kettle lead and nick it off your mum's side, and then stick it into the back of your power supply, and then you've got your computer going, so that's pretty good. So what's good about this power supply as well, you know, like when you buy a power supply, you want to make sure that it's all pretty decent. Well, this is a gold certified power supply, so it means it's definitely worth buying, and you can buy it without even thinking about it because you know it's going to be safe, and it's going to be safe to overclock, and it's going to be safe to hold the current in your power supply. It is really, really tiny with a 120mm fan that's pumping around, but I don't know what fan it is. To be honest with you, I really don't know. I really don't know. But inside the components, they look awesome. I'm not about to open this up because I don't want to kill myself with it, as it is a transformer. But inside it's really opened out, and it's really got some nice components in there. And the weight of it as well, it's really heavy. So just looking at it, it just looks decent anyway. You can tell BeQuiet don't skip on their power supplies. Now I've used a whole range of power supplies on BeQuiet, and this is really tiny. I just can't get over it. So the power supply is available today either with a 500 watt for the recommended price of €109, £119 dollars, £119 That's not even, don't know what that's about. $119, £95 in English, Great British pounds, or 600 watts power supply for €129, $145 and £115. So that is the recommended price from BeQuiet. If you get it any cheaper, that's awesome. Links in the description down below where you can buy it. I don't know whether I'm going to get it at the cheapest price yet because it's obviously release date, but have a look. Hopefully it will be the price what they're saying. But yeah, you get also a 3-year warranty on this power supply as well. So it's that's pretty good. You can have this. Power supplies normally last for years anyway, but 3 years. If anything goes wrong with it, send it to them, and they'll send you back a new one or get it fixed, whatever. The customer service from BeQuiet is really quite good. I don't know what countries and how many different countries it's gonna be released in today, but I know that I've got my sample, but I also know that it won't fit into the back unless I nick my mum's kettle lead, which I'm gonna do soon anyway. So it's obviously a 500 watt, max current is 20 amps to 20 amps. So you've got 3.3 volts on one for 20 amps and it runs pretty stable. 5 volts, another 20 amps, runs stable. 105 watts combined, and this runs at 12 volts on DC output. 41.7 amps as well on the max current, and at 500 watts as well, as it's gold certified. So any more descriptions that you need to learn about anyway will be in the bottom of my little box here anyway, and then you can have a look for yourself. But anyway, this power supply is out today. If you want to buy it, go and buy it. Anyway, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If not, dislike it, leave a comment, subscribe, share, follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram and all that sort of stuff for upcoming or new things that haven't been on the actual channel yet, and then you'll see it obviously on the channel afterwards. And I think Facebook as well, follow me on Facebook. But yeah, anyway, I'll see you next one. Thanks for watching.